Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about Terre d'Hermes Eau de Parfum Intense, or as I just found it on Fragrantica, Terre d'Hermes Intense, they just call it that. Now, my relationship with Terre d'Hermes, I think last year I reviewed, or gave you my first impressions on Eau Glacée, was it called that? Eau Glacée? Eau Givrée, maybe. Terre d'Hermes is something I like, however, I don't own any Terre d'Hermes. With the exception of this this tiny little thing. I never felt the need to buy myself some Terre d'Hermes because as much as I like it, it's just vetiver. That's the truth. This is the Parfum variety. I like the Eau de Toilette just fine, just not enough to purchase because, as I said, it's just vetiver. Not much else going on. It's a beautiful scent. It's very easy to like, easy to wear. Everything, you'd ever want. Woody scent, a bit of mineral component going on. But, it's just vetiver. That's what vetiver does. And now let's try the intense version because I'm curious because I heard some things concerning volcanoes. And some people are saying it's nothing like the original at all, so I'm very curious about that because Terre d'Hermes has so many flankers and none of them are especially or particularly interesting. I really like the Eau Givrée one, to be fair. That was a fresher, cooler Terre d'Hermes. Now let's smell this one. It's interesting. All right, it's still Terre d'Hermes. It is very different. It's still vetiver, is what I'm trying to say. It's just the more sweeter and darker side of vetiver, which, if you're familiar with vetiver, is it's just vetiver. I'm sure that when you wear it, it's still going to be like Terre d'Hermes. I see the appeal, though. There are spicier aspects, and again, just like with raw vetiver, there is that red pepper kind of smell, the vegetable, not the powder, right? Let's see if they put it on the notes. No, they didn't put it on the notes, but they did put lava in there, which is strange. Actually, it's not strange at all. It's just it's to be expected. They did put black pepper on there. Because of this, it sort of reminds me of a more vegetable garden variety of Terroni from Orto Parisi, because they do share some similar beets. But this is very, it's gradually becoming more and more spicy. I definitely can tell apart the pepper, the powder, the black pepper, and the coffee they cite here, which I suppose is some sort of cardamom. And also, it reminds me of another Hermes, Eau de Basilic Pourpre, which is, again, a vegetable garden, right? It's because of that licorice, I suppose. It's quite an interesting launch, this one. And everything is sort of on the back of Terre d'Hermes. It's building on Terre d'Hermes because it's building on vetiver. It's just making it a lot denser, stickier, syrupier, just darker, everything dark about vetiver. It's not as sweet as it was at the beginning. It's definitely getting more and more vegetal, which, as interesting as that sounds, I did prefer the opening, which is sad. All the other things are pretty correct. It's definitely a woody scent. Lava is there because it reminds me a bit of Terroni, which is another scent made from vetiver. Terroni from Orto Parisi is just vetiver with I don't know how many other molecules they use. Very synthetic, that one. It's quite obnoxious, but it does have that clear ember, burning, lava type of scent. However, this veers into something very, very vegetal, which falls flat, unfortunately, because the opening was so interesting. And I get why people are saying that this is no longer similar to Terre d'Hermes, because it's not. It just smells like a vegetable garden. Smells of, I don't know, basil and lettuce and parsley and... Oh, this is so sad. I really like the opening. I suppose I'll have to try it on the skin, because everything, all the lava, you know, it's like everything is concentrated in the few, maybe minutes, if I'm being very generous, in the opening. And then all you smell is just vegetal and vegetables. And not much more. Oh God. You smell of... That was that Seinfeld joke about who wants to smell like beets. Was it Seinfeld or was it Friends? I don't remember. I think it was Friends, but it definitely smells of beets. So, no, I don't like this. I think this, it's not that I don't like the smell, but it's just so uninteresting to me. Oh well, throw it on the pile. So these were my first impressions on Terre d'Hermes Intense. If you have any other questions or suggestions or impressions, do let me know in the comments. And until next time, remember, fragrance creates memories, and may yours be happy.